Remember, you can log in. If you scroll down, you can log in with Google. And then you're going to click on your Reach email. All righty. Okay, so now we are in the Craft Tracker, and this is where we need to do some work. So if you scroll down, you should see foundational semester, which is really good. Okay, perfect. Click that for me. All right, so what we're going to do is, if you look here, remember this is the work that we did the last time. You should have 5 classes in there. You should have all of the classes that you're taking this semester, right? So we, because we're in DEP 201B Section E, that's where we're going to start. So if you don't mind, click right there for me on DEP 201B Section E, because that's this course. All right, and you'll see up here at the top, I have copied and pasted some descriptors in here for you that you can just basically like highlight and copy, but I'll explain that to you in just a second. So the first thing I want to tell you is this. Remember, I told you the last time that like all things Craft Tracker they go through your placements professor. I am your placements professor, okay? So you should not hear anything from other professors about Craft Tracker, except really that that this, like, you know, like maybe week 5 is a Craft Tracker assignment. Otherwise, everything to do with your Craft Tracker for all 5 of your classes, that's going to go through me, okay? It always is going to be your placements professor or your methods professor or your apprenticeship. And this year you don't have methods or apprenticeship, so I am going to handle all things Craft Tracker for you. So all your questions, comments, and concerns regarding the operation of Craft Tracker need to come to Professor Williams, okay? So, okay, what we're going to do first is I'm going to copy a document, and this, I actually sent it to you the other day through email. It is the tracker hours, how you can label them. I'm not sure if you all had an opportunity to look at that, but I'm gonna paste it in the chat so that you understand what I'm talking about, and you can just kind of copy and paste. All right, so let's start here. Jennifer, will you click on week 1 hours for me? So this is going to be where you upload your weekly hours. Now, per the university policy for the placements courses, you have to insert a minimum of 15 hours per week. It's an average. By the end of your first year, so the first 2 semesters, you should have clocked about 410 hours throughout the semester. So we're going to track those hours in the Craft Tracker, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is, like, this is week 1. Week 1 goes to August, like goes back to that week of August the 29th. So if you click on reported time and you go to the hours, I think at some point it was going all the way to like 25. It may go to 40 hours now. Let's see. So it actually is going bigger. Okay. So for the sake of this, I want you to put 40, let's put 40 hours, because you work 40 hours, right? Like about 40 hours a week.
I do 35.
Okay, so go ahead and put that. You can go to minutes and get rid of the minutes. Now click save. All right, and that is, your hours are now in, but that's not the end. So now what I want you to do is, if you scroll down, you'll see supplementary details. Do you see that little box? Mm-hmm. All right, so that's where you're going to put what those hours were being spent, or what you did during those hours, what you allocated that time to, those 35 hours. So if you click in the chat, I gave you a link to the hour, like what the hour codes are. So let's click in the chat and pull that up. Okay. So like now you have all these different things. Now I have to go back and change this because it says you can add up to 25 hours, but now it's been adjusted for 40. Okay. So that first week of school, I know that you did number 2, staff meetings, grade level, or department meetings related to curriculum planning or instruction. So copy number 2. Copy number 2. Go back to your craft tracker. And in supplemental details, add a comment, paste it. All right. So go back to the list because you didn't spend the entire week doing those things, right? Like there, you did some other things.
Oh,
What's wrong?
trying to find my list.
It's the last tab.
Yeah, I can't
It's-
see one. I can't see my tabs.
I know somebody else told me that in the last class. I'm sorry. Can you go back to the chat and just click it again?
Let's do that. There we go.
Superb. Now, look at number 4. Logistical help before and during the school year, bulletin board, seating arrangement, materials acquisition, parent conferences, right? Like those sorts of things many of us do at the beginning of the school year, right? So you can do that. So click enter and paste. And I think that's probably good. Like you may, if you wanted to, you could put more things in there, but for the sake of this, let's leave it at that. And then I want you to make sure before you hit submit, look at the number of hours you have. So you have 35, you have at least 15 hours, and then you have comments regarding what you did during the week, right? So now click submit. Okay, so now your week 1 hours are done. Okay, you have put them all in. It says waiting for evaluation. So we have submitted something officially to the craft tracker. It's your first week's hours. Amazing. Okay, yes. Okay, now let's go scroll up for me. We're going to upload something else. Click where it says, you see where it says DEP 201BE up there? Okay, click that for me. All right, now scroll down. Okay, see week 1 activity. If you click on that for me. So week 1 activity says view and sign the school site agreement, ensure site advisor, teacher, principal, etc. Get a signature, then upload the agreement. Do you know where your signed agreement is?
I can find it in Canvas easier than
yes,
on my computer.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's go to Canvas and go to assignments. So anytime you can't find something that needs to be uploaded, you can always go back and find it in Canvas, but I want you to listen carefully. Make sure that you don't upload anything to Craft Tracker that has not been scored already. Okay, so you always want to make sure you've gotten a score because we want it to be a passing score. We want everything you upload, we want it to be something that is passing. Okay, so always wait to get a score before you upload. So once we get this thing kind of up and running, right, like we'll be uploading like a week behind. Does that make sense? Like you'll always upload 1 week, like the next week. Okay. All right. So once you've downloaded that and you go back to Craft Tracker, scroll down and click the paper clip because for this one, you're going to attach it. Okay. So click the paper clip. And when your little dialog box comes up, you're going to click on downloads and you're already there. So look, you see where it says today, it says that's it right there. That's the picture. Yep. And you could change the name. You don't need to do that because we already know what it is. So click open. All right. It's going to tell you when it's attached. It'll give you a little like success or something like that. Okay. Let's see what it does. There it is. You see it says file uploaded. Okay. Perfect. So now in the comments, just type in advisor agreement. You don't necessarily need to do that, but because it's not named advisor agreement, you know, you just kind of do that little extra step so you know what it is. Now go back up to the top, just right above that. see where it says reported time. For some assignments, this one, I mean, I don't know how long it took you to do it, but I think 30 minutes is a reasonable time because you didn't really have to do anything except get signatures, right?
Yeah.
So for this one, we're going to leave it at 30 minutes. We have it uploaded. We know it's there. We can see it. So now if you click submit, now you've uploaded something, that is basically an activity. Now, let's do one other assignment. So let's go, I want you to go all the way back up because remember I told you I am your gateway to all things Craft Tracker, right? So like you'll only hear about like working in Craft Tracker in this course, or you should, okay? So remember, go to foundational semester.
Okay.
Now, this would be something, think about your other classes. You have a writing class, you have a history class, you have a metacognition and mastery class. You have, or no, you don't have metacognition and mastery because you're second semester. I'm thinking about first semester. You would, oh wait, what did it do?
We have
Okay.
child development. This was one
Yes.
that was for the Craft Tracker.
Okay, has it already been graded?
I don't know. Let me
See, just make sure it's been graded. Because we want to
check.
make sure we don't upload anything and then have to go back and like delete it because it doesn't have a score, right? Like, or a passing
Okay.
score.
Yeah. Let's see. It just has a check mark.
So you're good. You're good to
Okay.
go.
Okay. So then
Go back to your Craft Tracker. And if you have that, if you just kind of downloaded it, that's fine. So let's go to that course.
what did I say it was?
I think it's 10.
Step 101.
Let's see.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. So, okay. So now that's probably that first one. And if that's not, then scroll down and look and see. I
think it's this one. Let me look.
You observed a math lesson and was able.
During discussion, we had to observe meaningful discussion activity. Yeah, critical thinking.
There you go.
So I click on that.
Yep, click that one. All right, and now you're going to upload it. Click the little, there you go. Perfect, open. Now, I want you to go see it uploaded really quickly so you know it's there. Now go to reported time.
Okay.
And I would say estimate about how much time it took you to do that activity.
To do the whole thing?
Yes, from the observation to the writing. So do an estimate. There you go.
That's about right.
Okay, save. And again, before you hit that submit button, make sure that you have done your hours and that the activity is already uploaded, which we know because it says it's there. Right. Now for that one, go ahead and hit submit. So now you have uploaded it in another class, right? So now what I would like y'all to do, Jennifer, if you will stop your share for me.